Hey, what's going on, family? It's your nephew, Willie Moore Jr., and you're watching Branching Out, flat out.
It's like has lots of movement to it.
Not to mention Raheem Devine.
I'm Dottie Peoples, and you're watching Branching Out.
I'm nominated for Female Artist of the Year.
Hi everyone, I'm Gloria Goldman from Bass Wives LA, and you just caught me on Branching Out.
Hi, we're the Braxtons, and you're watching Branching Out.
Thank you for watching Branching Out.
Peter Weiss.
You are watching Branching Out.
Excited, a little bit anxious. I thought I would be nervous, but I know God got me, and I know Russ has guided me to be confident in my first role. But there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding my day today, and particularly me being in my first movie. However, it was a great experience, and if the performance translates to the actual experience, I think it'll be just fine. I really just wanted it to be another fear that I could conquer personally. I'm a father now, a new father. Congratulations. And I want to carry in to my kids' lives, you know, themes of being fearless, of, you know, being in uncertain water and learning how to navigate, you know, foreign land. Because there's a little piece of home everywhere you go, and it's just giving yourself the opportunity to find what makes every place home.
Your character, anything like yourself?
Yeah, I mean, he loved music, loved to get down, loves live instruments. He could play a lot better than me. Loves a great song, a great lyric, and also I think knows how important this is. You know, Greg, he really knew how valuable being in the music industry was, how much they dreamed about it, they got the opportunity, and then Bobby had to face his own demons, and Greg, you know, they butted heads. But Greg always was like, look, man, we got the opportunity of a lifetime, let's not mess it up.
My name is Matt Borlangi. I play Burned, who is the manager for Bobby DeBarge and the group Switch and everything. And you know what? This is so cool that we're having this night tonight. I know this project was a long time in the making, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
All right, so what advice would you give to someone who are trying to be in movies?
Look me up, because I'm also a coach here in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, buckomb@gmail.com. That's my email.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the movie, because there was a lot of abuse, drug use.
Yeah.
So what do you know, what's the feeling? What are your feelings about?
You know what? God bless him. Yeah, God bless him. Bobby DeBarge went through the same journey that a lot of artists go through. They experience the highs, and they get caught up in it, and they get caught up in the drugs and the alcohol, and they crash and burn. And with any luck, they're able to come back, if not to find success again, at least to find love and family again and their friends. And, you know, this really rang true for me because, you know, many years ago, I had the similar thing, you know, at the top of my game. I made some poor lifestyle choices, some abuse, and watched it flitter away. And then once I cleaned up my life and knocked out all those bad lifestyle choices, then I was able to start enjoying some success again.
I am Barry Gordy's daughter, and actually my role was added at the last second because Barry Gordy said that he had to have his daughter in it. So it was really exciting. And actually what a lot of people don't know is that she was a big part with Jermaine. She was married to Jermaine, and she helped discover the DeBarges.
Oh, really? Wow. So that's a story itself.
Right.
So is your character anything like yourself, or being yourself?
Okay, so when they first were telling me about her, they're like, she's super basic, she's super like out of the way, not in the industry, she's just very like personable. And so I was like, okay, like she's polar opposite of me. But then as I was playing her and as I was on set, like the more they were like telling me about her and about Barry Gordy, it felt like, okay, I can relate to her a little bit, you know? So we are a little similar, so.
Is this your first movie?
No, this is not my first movie. I have been on the show Boomerang, and then on a new show called Ambitions coming on OWN.
Well, my name is Core Stacks. I'm an actor. I also do music as well. I got a lot going out. I'm in a new movie called Shaft, June 14th.
Wow, it's coming out soon,
It's coming out, so make sure you stay tuned. I got a lot of things coming out. Shaft. I have P-Valley. That's a new show that's about to drop as well. So I'm just working. I'm working on my EP as well. You know, I'm making a lot of headlines. Shade Room. Shout out to everybody that's showing me love. Thank you.
I don't know if you can't see it on my face right now, but I'm ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? I'm extremely blessed.
So you were playing the part of James, right? So tell us, are you anything like that character?
No, I'm nothing like James. I'm a lot more outgoing. I'm a little harder, I think, you know what I mean, in a lot of ways. But I've been through my own level of family dysfunction. I've been through my own level of trauma, if you will. You know, I think we all have in our families, especially if you have a big family. So it wasn't too hard to still empathize with his character and his life. You know what I mean? And it was just simply me just tapping back into those emotions and bringing them back to that character.
So what advice will you give to someone who are trying to get into the industry as yourself, or play a part that you just played? I mean, because it's kind of deep. You're dealing with drugs, abuse. I mean, did it take you somewhere? Because it's like, that's a deep.
I think that advice that I would give to someone is basically just have faith. You know what I mean? And believe in your purpose. Believe in the fact that what is for you is for you. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to run behind it. You won't have to run away from it. It'll come to you every time. You know, and just perfect your craft in the meantime. Make everything you do about what you love so that you can do less work of what you love doing, you know, and make more.
I am playing the Janet Jackson in the Bobby DeBarge story, so I'm really excited about that.
Oh, wow!
Yeah. This is my husband right here, too. This is James DeBarge. Y'all already know that. I'm going to be honest, it was not hard for me because I am a Janet fan. So I knew what I was doing playing Janet. But, you know, it's a really big shoe to fill, so it was fun. It was great. I've always loved Janet, so it was an honor actually playing her. Next, I'm going to be on a BET show coming out. It's a Will Packer production, so we're in the mix of filming it now, but that's what I got going on next, so I'm excited about that.
You know what? This Bobby DeBarge story is a story that needed to be told. When I was signed to Warner Brothers out in Los Angeles, I started doing a lot of things that were crazy, and they told me the Bobby DeBarge story in hopes that I would protect myself from some of the things that I was getting into. So I'm excited that his story is finally being told. Like, I've had the esteemed privilege to hang out with DeBarge on numerous occasions, so to see this story come to life is really cool. Well, you know, when you're out in Los Angeles and you live in that rock star life, sometimes you choose to get into drugs, you choose to get into women. For me, it helped me to not take that particular road, and then creatively, I was able to put up some amazing songs. So I'm blessed. God is good.
So my name is James Sepulfrick. I'm the president of Swirl Films. We had the privilege of producing this movie for TV One. What do I think about it? I think that, you know, it's a hard story to tell. I mean, at the end of the day, we have 84 minutes to tell a story that's deep, and it's an onion with layers that go deep and deep and deep. And you know, we got a lot of the stories from Ederlene's book, The Other Side of Pain. Quite a few stories came from Terry, you know, Bobby's wife when he died. And putting it together was very tough. What were we going to keep in? What are we going to take out? Norman Vance wrote the movie, and Russ Parr did a polish on it with a lot of different input. We ended up at the end of it getting a lot of input from Motown and from their perspective of what was happening. So, you know, I think we did as good as we can inside of 84 minutes and wanting to tell a lot more of the story. But it's really a cautionary tale of what can happen. I mean, this family has a lot of stories that we could be making movies about for years and years and years to come. But Bobby, we think, was the first one to set it off, because clearly he was the one, the person who put it together, got the family signed, and really was the first person out there doing it and showcasing the talent for the family before everyone else did. But you know, a lot of interesting stories throughout this family. This is just a small piece of what happened in Bobby DeBarge's life, and it's really how did the DeBarge family get signed and how did they come about, and then what all were the things that tormented Bobby. And you know, we all are a product of our childhood, and at the end of the day, I hope that we captured enough of kind of the torment that I think he went through.
Basically, when I was a little kid, I used to watch the Last Dragon movie, and then one day I was like, "Yo, who's the guy singing in the, you know, in that studio scene?" It was like, "That's DeBarge," and I was like, "Wow, that's dope that he can take his voice to a high level." And as I grew up, you know, I became a fan of their music, and you know, started to like follow all their stuff. And as I became a music producer, I incorporated some of those high notes and some of those hi-hats into like my music, you know, composition. So, you know, that's kind of how I became a fan of theirs to begin with.
Okay, so no new music, right?
No, well, I'm gonna do music now only for like soundtracks to projects I'm working on. So like right now I'm working on a feature film, and I'll definitely be executive producing or co-executive producing the soundtrack for that feature film.
Very emotional, it's very touching, you know what I'm saying? It's very educational, and so I think everybody should go ahead and watch the video and watch the movie, because the movie will teach you a lot, especially if you're in the music industry or want to be a part of the music industry. It'll definitely teach you a lot and influence you to do better.
So what advice would you give to someone who's trying to get into the music industry or to acting?
Work hard, work hard. I would just tell anybody trying to get in entertainment, period, just work hard and build good relationships and always spread positivity and be uplifting.
Okay, so what's next for you?
Well, what's next for me is just doing more work on more films and just, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, more mixtapes and more work on more films, because I want to get more into the film industry.
Well, it's actually funny. When it first came to TV1, I was one of the producers, actually. One of the co-producers, yeah. But I'm just supporting, of course, TV1, Swirl, and then the legendary DeBarge. Okay, so what's next? Be here. I have 2 movies coming out this year. One is First Impressions, that's on Netflix, July 1st. Professor Max comes out on July 1st, and then I'm doing a festival here in Atlanta. So it's on the grounds of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. It's a television, music, and film festival.
Oh, listen, I'm excited about the brilliant, bold Bobby DeBarge and all that's about to happen. We're about to be empowered, not devoured. We're about to be inspired, going to another level, another realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Well, Keith L. Brown, Mr. Impossible, traveling the globe, empowering the masses, IPY agency, doing what I do, keeping it real for all the people. So that's what's next. Internationally known, nationally recognized, locally accepted.
Hey, what up? This is Lloyd, Eastside representative, Decatur, and I'm in my first movie, The Bobby DeBarge Story, and I'm rocking with Branching Out. Peace.
Hey, I'm Matt Borlangi. I'm part of the Bobby DeBarge Story. You're watching Branching Out, and we're all happy to be here. God bless.
Hi, my name is Sydney Mitchell, and you're watching Branching Out.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Cole Stacks, and y'all know who it is, man. Branching Out.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Adrian Marcel, and you are tuned in to Branching Out.
Hi, my name is Tyler K. Whitley, and you are watching Branching Out.
This is James Sepulfrick, president of Swirl Films, and y'all are watching Branching Out.
Yo, what up? And you're watching Branching Out right here. Go get that new album, New Jackson's, coming out July 2nd. The new show here in Atlanta will be July 13th at the Amphitheater, Mabel House Amphitheater here in Atlanta. Y'all come out July 13th. Yo.
Hey, this is Cisco Rosado, and you are Branching Out. Stay tuned.
I'm DJ Trip the Hit Major, and I'm rocking with Branching Out.
What's going on, everybody? I am Lisa Wu, and you are watching Branching Out. Tune in.
Keith L. Brown, Mr. Impossible, and you are watching Branching Out as they branch out into greatness and realms never even imagined.
My name is Beverly Claire Chambry. My name is Madeline Chambry. And you're watching